we note a couple of things. If our angle theta, and our angle theta, of course, is the angle here, is greater than 90 degrees, then our projection is going to be in the direction opposite delta S, and that's going to result in a negative dot product. Another thing, the dot product is equal to the scalar projection times delta S. Okay, and in this case, that works. And I should probably put magnitude signs around these things because there's a few caveats related to the signs, and don't want to get too technical right now. That comes out when we start really interpreting these things. Everything's been mentioned, but let's not worry too much about it, but I do want to have the signs or the magnitudes indicated. Also, the F13 vector dotted with the delta S vector is identical to the projection of the F13 vector onto the delta S dotted with the delta S vector, and this would be the vector projection, not the scalar projection, because of course you couldn't dot a scalar projection with a vector. And the picture that goes with this statement is simply, okay, well, let's say it should be obvious that by this I mean our F13 vector, here I mean our delta S vector. Here's our projection of our F13 onto delta S. Now, we have two components. This is a component of F13 in the direction of delta S. There's also a component of F13 perpendicular to that direction. So we could have a right angle between this vector here and this. Now, when we do the dot product, the fact that the dot product of our entire F13 vector with delta S is equal to the dot product of just the projection vector dotted with delta S means that we can take the perpendicular component in the original vector and we can just kind of cross them out. So that F13 dot delta S is just equal to this projection vector here dotted with this, and if we just multiply the two magnitudes, we get the magnitude of this thing. Now, if the projection happens to be back in the direction opposite that of delta S, in other words, if our theta is greater than 90 degrees, this will come out negative. Again, something we worry about a little bit later.